Good afternoon. My name is Alena Shaustova. I am an immigration attorney from Brooklyn, New York. This video is about how to prepare for your asylum interview. In the United States, if you filed asylum and you're not in court, in immigration court, you will be called for an interview with an asylum office. In asylum office, you will meet an asylum officer. Very often that person has training, but it's not an attorney. That person is going to ask you, in the form of a conversation usually, to tell them about your case and will determine your eligibility for asylum. So how do you prepare for this? Well, first of all, if you filed for asylum in the United States, you probably already know that the wait time for an interview is about a year, the shortest, usually several years. Some people see it as a disadvantage. I would say it's advantage because it gives you time to prepare for your interview. First of all, you need to review your asylum form I-589 that was filed for you. And I'll assure you that in absolutely every case, the form was filed. Whether it was prepared correctly or not, that's a whole different question. But you should have a copy of your form. Second, I hope that you had a statement prepared in support of your asylum case, and you will need to review that statement. It's very important that the statement accompanies your application because it helps you to focus on your case as a story and logically connect different parts of your story. Sometimes people struggle with how they can express themselves, how they can explain the events. So if you put your thoughts on paper, it usually, I would say, in my experience, it usually would help you. Third thing that you will need to review is the evidence that were placed in support, submitted in support of your application. This is also a very important part of your application. I hope you had some evidence to support. What those are? It can be police reports, very often submitted, copies of the police reports, copies of medical records, copies of letters of support from your witnesses or people who may testify as to what they heard or you told them at the time when the events occurred, what they saw, and of course country condition reports. While you are living in the United States, after you filed your application, every day is an opportunity for you to collect more evidence, to make your case stronger. Maybe you see an article online when you're browsing the internet that supports your story. Print it, show it to your lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer, save it for yourself, okay? Maybe your friend who used to be in your home country or different country now lives in the United States, and the friend is a good witness for you because he or she saw what happened to you or you shared with them your story. Ask that person to provide you a statement. Remember, asylum proceedings in the United States are confidential, so that person should not be afraid that somehow helping you in your case by providing the testimony, they will be disadvantaged. The United States government cannot share the testimony with anyone. Last and the most important, you need to be very focused when you go to the asylum interview. Sometimes I meet clients, I meet people who tell me that during the asylum interview they could not answer questions correctly because a day before they learned some terrible news about a family member who passed away, or they were hurt and they were in pain while they were testifying and they couldn't even concentrate on the questions and answers. If this happens to you, that you know that today is not a good day, and I know that you waited for your interview for a very long time, it's better to reschedule. An interview can be rescheduled for a good reason. Of course, there are instances when you probably shouldn't be rescheduling. But if you cannot testify, you know that you're not going to do well on that day. Think about this. Who is going to win? Will it be beneficial for you to stay and try to put your thoughts together when you're in pain, or simply come a month later? Because in many, at least in my experience, in New York and New Jersey, asylum officers will give you a short adjournment rather than a long adjournment if you ask them and if you have a good reason for that. I hope this short video was helpful. You also should visit our website www.shaustova.com. I have articles there as to how to put and how to file your asylum application, what you need to put in as evidence or suggested evidence. And please leave comments and questions. If you have questions, please email them to me or at office@shaustova.com. Thank you.